Bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, thank you for joining us. Dr. Yolanda Mangrum is with us right now. She is a dentist with a practice in Sonoma and Petaluma, and she has got a program going. She's a spokesperson for this program called Cash for Candy. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You come in here to do a filling on me or anything like that?
No.
Just, you know, you don't walk in with a drill. You never know what you're going to find. You know? Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, the Cash for Candy is part of the Synergy Dental Group program, obviously, to take the candy out of some of the children's life. Okay.
And Petaluma Dental Group.
Now, how important is that really? In other words, if a child is going out and they say, okay, it's Halloween and we're going to get all this candy, you're going to eat it all at once and then clean your teeth, that's not too bad, is it?
Not too bad at all. No.
It's a continuous kind of use, I would think.
It's frequency, and many kids will kind of keep that on an ongoing basis throughout the holidays. Yeah. And ultimately, I think it also comes down to the surge of sugar that comes into their system, and then that reduces their immune system, and it coincides with flu season and cold season and all that, because there's a 40% reduction in the effectiveness of our white blood cells when that happens. So just an overall awareness. And in general, I'm doing the event because of the purpose of just bringing some awareness to how much sugar kids are eating, and how much on a regular basis it's being tied into things like cereals or sodas, juices.
Cereals and sodas, I mean, they are loaded with stuff. And also, dental health has been more and more connected to other problems that you have, not just in your teeth. I know that.
Absolutely.
Okay, now you've brought a bag of good. I'm going to pull this whole thing over here because it's filled with stuff.
Yes.
Now, what am I showing here? Besides,
so these are just alternatives that you could bring out instead of just giving them candy. You could give them pretzels. There's different toys. There's there's
little plastic.
It's Play-Doh. Kids love Play-Doh.
Never want to chew Play-Doh.
No, don't eat it.
My children, when they were little, sometimes, you don't want to do that.
No, no.
It may not hurt your teeth. It just plugs up your innards. That's all.
Well, no, kids of all ages love Play-Doh, and I've been giving Play-Doh out for years for Halloween treats, and you'd be surprised at even those big kids that come screaming, "Oh, I got Play-Doh!" You know. Yeah. And so it's very, very popular. You know, the pencils, stickers. There's glow in the dark bracelets. Those are bracelets that glow in the dark.
I want some of these things.
Yeah, they're fun, and so there can be a lot of fun brought to Halloween, which is my favorite holiday, by the way, and why I'm also very interested in this event. And so because you can keep the fun in there without it having to be about sugar. Yeah,
and also I think that just giving somebody something different, because otherwise you put out a basket and it's all Tootsie Rolls or something.
Exactly.
Nothing against Tootsie Rolls, but you know.
Exactly. You know. And there are some healthier snacks in here too, like some little granola bars that are organic, and you can grab things like this at Whole Foods, or these are things that they can find for like 17 cents at Costco a piece. So they really can be inexpensive. It doesn't have to be a big expense to do something different. Yeah, yeah.
And this program now is going to be carried on in Petaluma and Sonoma, that area right there?
Yeah, they can bring their candy on November 1st, the day after Halloween, to our office, and we'll pay them $1 a pound. Last year,
really?
Yes. Last year, I purchased back about just under 1,000 pounds of candy, and it's an immense truckload. We took it away in a big dump truck.
Okay, so they get the candy, they come to the office, you give them cash for the candy by the pound.
By the pound.
That is an amazing program.
And so, and I know that some parents create something called the Halloween fairy that comes and takes away all the candy and gives it away to whoever. Yeah. They create events around the whole thing. Yeah. And ultimately, the Halloween fairy brings them cash. Yeah. And in this way, the parent isn't supplementing this. I'm supplementing it.
Okay, nice to have you. Dr. Yolanda Mangrum's been our guest. She's spokesperson for Cash for Candy. I think an excellent idea. Thanks for watching.